Welcome back to our adventure exploring the Oman coast. In the last episode, we went down south past Salalah, showing you the extreme contrast between summer months, which is the Kharif season, the monsoon season, versus the winter months while we were filming this film. You join us back at our base camp in Mirbat, just about to leave the spectacular beach and join the Conqueror crew all the way up meandering the coastline. So let's get this episode started. Let's roll that intro. Enjoy the show. With everybody packed up and ready to go, it was time to air up the tires and tackle the beautiful hard-packed tracks through the mountains heading north. We're traveling with our mates Jason and Flo, the Owen brothers, accompanied by Komar, who's been our die-hard fisherman throughout this trip. We're heading through this barren but yet breathtaking landscape to go and find a beach Graham has found approximately 150 kilometers away. The trip would take us about 4 hours as we explore the coastline heading up north. Tell you what, driving through these dry riverbeds, the mountainous area, the rocks, the shale, exceptionally sharp. Now this creates a whole new dimension when you're pulling these monster trailers. Luckily enough, all of them have got BF Goodrich tires, so we didn't have to worry too much about that. And the crazy horsepower that these V8 petrol motors on each of these vehicles put out, it just towed these 2.7 to 3 ton basic caravans, but massive trailers with ease through any difficulty.
happening?
We got found a hut.
You found a hut. Is it a hut of happiness?
A proper hut.
Proper hut, okay. So are we camping off here?
It's a man hut.
Ah, sorry for you. You know what I said before. It can be a man hut. I'm still part of it.
We utilise the shade from my awning, then we don't have to put up.
Eventually, after much deliberation, we settled on the open beach campsite versus the rocky outcrops and used our own awnings as shade.
So what do you think about this camp spot?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you in 10.
Come on, give us some answers.
No, it's lovely. It's a good
Gorgeous,
find.
eh?
Nice spot, eh? Graham's Beach. Oh,
So what do you think about this little spot?
it's lovely, isn't it?
Gorgeous, eh?
Nice, yeah. Wow.
Oh well, good
What a
fun,
beach.
isn't it?
Yeah, really good find. Beautiful beach. I mean, we took the wrong route, but at the end of the day, it's a nice little rocky track. Why not?
What are you thinking of this beach? It's beautiful, eh? Shall we try some fishing again? Yeah.
We have found such an awesome little beach. We left the original camp spot where we met up with Graham and Gareth and Jason and their families. Well, in fact, most of the families have flown back to Dubai, and this is a semi-boys with only Adrianette and Flo joining us, and we're going to head up together with them for a couple of beaches up north. We came across this great little beach. Actually, Graham found this beach on Google Earth. It's just before Hasik, heading up north, and beautiful Wadi Drive into this stunning little beach. Really great beach. We're going to try a bit of fishing right now. It's 20 past 7. Let's see if we got any luck. The tide's not with us. It's about an hour and a half past low tide, but I think tomorrow morning at the high tide being around about 9 o'clock, we're going to have a lot more luck. A lot of rocks around here, beach, straight open beach, so maybe some rays, I don't know. But as a glorious campsite, cannot ask for more.
Oh yeah,
What's that, Chuck?
espectacular.
With the campsite all set up and the sun quickly disappearing behind the mountains, it was time to try out a new type of fishing, drone fishing. This is a brand new type of fishing to me. I've never tried this before. Gareth has procured this awesome little device that attaches to the bottom of the Mavic Pro, and basically all you have to do, take the line, connect it to the bottom of the Mavic Pro, take up the slack until the sinker lifts off the ground, and then off into the ocean. A couple of 100 meters, as much line as you have on your reel, you could take it. The drone goes out 5 kilometers. I mean, I wouldn't suggest going out 5 kilometers because you'll end up reeling in forever and another day. But nonetheless, we took it out about 200, 250 meters, and that's when the fun and games started. As we dropped the lure as we dropped the bait into the water, by the time the drone got back, Graham was on, and we then realized that we didn't have the correct tackle. After quite a bit of a battle, despondent, totally spent, he had lost his fish. Time for me to try it. I gave it a bash, ended up with the same result. Now, the different kinds of bites that we got were totally different. We had one that veered off straight into the rocks. We had another one that the bite was so hard, it sheared the line immediately. And we had a couple of bites that was just this long pull, slow, heavy pull. And after watching the footage from the drone, I can only think that this was the culprit. So I believe by dropping it in there, the rays were coming up, picking up the bait, and this is where they go and hunker down in the sand, and you're pulling dead weight. And if you don't have the right tackle to tackle either sharks or big game predators, we had only packed in for shore fishing. So yes, we had braided lines, so on and so forth, but you know, catching 250 pound, 150 pound sharks or these big rays, we were under tackled. And next time, we're definitely going to be packing in the right tackle for this job. It was a hell of a lot of fun, and Gareth, thanks for bringing that with it. That made my afternoon. The excitement was there. We never landed a fish, but the excitement was there nonetheless. So as the sun sets with Kumar walking across the beach, enjoying the similarities of this beach and the beaches in his home country in Sri Lanka, we end this episode. In our next episode, we head off to Shwemia, a 30-kilometer stretch of open beauty. Watch the show and see if we can catch a fish using the drone in that episode. Remember, if it's dusty, drive it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Follow us on Patreon, support us on Patreon, and we'll bring you the next episode soon. Catch you later.